Broad Street Sports, the best Philly sports podcast.
Well, the Phillies have now won 3 straight. Zach Wheeler had a great game. The offense showed up like they have the past 2 nights. The bullpen did their job, especially my main man Alvarado out of the pen. So none of this game should have been stressful, especially going up in the 9th inning, up 3 runs. Up 3 runs versus one of the worst teams in the league, the Nationals. So none of this game should have been stressful. But if there's 2 things that I've learned, that I've continued to learn after this game, it's that the Phillies still have a center field problem. Rojas is nowhere near the answer. His play tonight in center field was a disaster. It was a disgrace. And all these Rojas guys, always a great defender. I'm going to show them this highlight. What in the hell was that? And then the next one, Turner. Trey Turner is the single worst defender I've ever seen in my entire life. That play he tried to have, that double play in the 8th inning where he decided, let me just step on the bag and then throw home. Well, he completely missed the bag. He's about 10 feet from the bag. And then almost overthrew JT. And then Alvarado had the pitch with bases loaded. That was a disgrace. So, and then in the 9th inning, Trey Turner overthrows Harper. That has to have him make a great play, which then obviously it looked like Harper got him. Didn't get him, though. You know what I mean? You see how, this all backfires? This team, am I happy they won? Oh, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. They won the baseball game. No problem. But there's still fundamental issues on this baseball team. The fundamental issues are Turner. The fundamental issues are my main man, Rojas, who stinks. Who had a home run tonight, by the way. Talking about 420-something foot homer, wasn't it? I think that's what it was. Rojas. But see, him doing that, right, getting a big home run like that, getting a couple hits, putting some at-bats together, right? That doesn't make me feel better about that bullshit play he had in center field in the 9th inning. Doesn't make me feel better. And Turner going, 3 for 3, 4 for 4, whatever it was. That doesn't make me feel better about his performance either. None of that makes me feel better about his performance in the field especially. We are lucky. We dodged a bullet in the 8th inning when Turner decided to do that stupid-ass play he did. And then his play when he overthrew Harper, that did cost the Phillies. That did. That truly, if you look at that, that's costed us this game. And obviously, or almost costed us the game. And obviously the Rojas play. I did tell you this, and I thought Wheeler was really good tonight, as he usually is. He gave up, the 1 run, 2 runs, whatever it was. I thought Wheeler was good. Maybe not great, but definitely good out of Wheeler. Did the job. And I sit here, right? And I'm thinking, I come down, and I'm like, well, what's my opening statement going to be? What am I going to talk about today after the game? And usually when I'm talking about a team that blew a lead, when you think about a team that blew a lead, had to come back in the 9th inning, right? And the whole 9 yards had to be clutch. The first thing that comes to your mind is offense didn't show up throughout the game, relied too much on pitching, or the bullpen blew it. So never would I think I would come up here and I would say, well, the Phillies almost lost today because the defense was piss poor. Because the defense in tough scenarios was poor. Never have I ever thought I would come down here and be like, yep, they almost lost the game because their starting shortstop, who's getting paid $300 million, can't play shortstop. And never would I thought I'd come down here and I would say the Phillies almost lost the ball game because their starting center fielder couldn't catch a routine pop fly. Whatever. I think I'm getting too worked up over the fact that they almost lost, that I'm like denying the fact that they actually won the baseball game. So let's just talk about some positives. I'm done ranting, but the Trey Turner was a disaster. Rojas was a disaster. But let's get to some positives, because when the Phillies win, there is some positives. But obviously, there's tonight and the past little bit, there's been more negatives than positives. But tonight, let's just get to the positives. The Phillies need Jose Alvarado to pitch like that every time. When I watch Jose Alvarado pitch with that fire, with that confidence, with that swagger, I don't think anybody could go up there and touch him. Oh, Jose Alvarado, he's so good, but then there's times he gets in his head, man. But let me just tell you this. The Phillies need Jose Alvarado to pitch like that consistently. He was just great tonight. Simple as that. And he got so pissed off that Trey Turner did that stupid play in there in the 8th inning that he was like, I got to do it all myself. 3 straight strikeouts, and it's a great thing. Like, I love watching when Jose Alvarado goes up there and he pitches with that confidence. He pitches with that swagger. He goes up there and he's like, my balls are bigger than your balls, and I don't care, and I'm going to show you. That's the Jose Alvarado that's going to get you out of tough jams in the postseason. That's the Jose Alvarado that ignites the team late in the game. That was the Jose Alvarado that this Phillies baseball team needs consistently. They consistently need that. I thought he was great tonight. I really did. I thought he was wonderful tonight. Kerkering. I felt bad for Kerkering because, obviously, I thought he was okay, but he really got screwed by Rojas and Turner. He got screwed. You could tell that when he got into the dugout after the game, after the top of the ninth, and he was sitting there. You could tell he was pissed. You know what I mean? You could tell he was pissed, and I would be pissed too. I would 1,000% be pissed. But yeah, I mean, I thought the offense did a good job tonight. Schwarber finally hit a homer. Turner showed up a little bit tonight. Rojas, obviously, with the homer. So, all in all, this offense is kind of, I guess, starting to find its team. 10 runs on Saturday. Last night, Sunday night, they had that little clutch comeback because they were unable to score runs earlier in the game. But that makes me happy as well, because they walked a bunch, and they had a good couple plate appearances there. Then they were able to get on base and put some runs on the board. And then tonight, they were able to put runs up, and then obviously late in the game, work some counts, get on base, put the ball in play. That's what I want to see out of this baseball team, and obviously a little mixture of the long ball. But all in all, glad the Phillies won. Tough one, because it's just annoying when they make us go through this. It really is. But because, I just don't want to have to watch a game that goes into the bottom of the 9th inning when you're up by 3, and then you blow the lead, and then you got to score 2 runs in the 9th to the Washington Nationals, bro. Don't want to do it. But hey, man, they got the win. They've won 3 straight. Let's go win the series tomorrow. Please, can we do something positive? But thank you all for tuning in to the show. I really, really, really do love and appreciate every single one of you. Please make sure you like and subscribe. And obviously, if you guys ever want to call into the show, I have the Anytime Hotline number, 215-839-8246. But, man, thank you all for tuning in. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Good night.